Nature Gal Show. Brought to you by the Club of Amsterdam.
Dear Benedikt, Michale, and Ralf Schnabel, very happy to have you here on the Club of Amsterdam. And we have a very interesting topic today, which is both on your project, Benedikt, that you are, I would say, a regenerative agri project. But also we have Ralf Schnabel, who is helping you with your organization, but himself is also what I would call a transformation coach in helping people to find direction in their life, which is normally happening around 40, 50 if you work in a company. And at some point you think, I'm not happy, I have everything, but something is missing. Now, something was missing for you too, Benedikt. So let's maybe start with you. What was missing and what made it do you to you?
Okay. Yeah, hello, my name is Benedikt. I'm from Germany, and today I'm in Paraguay. This is in South America, with the neighbor Brazil, and my intention was for 3 years to build a company with the name Nature Invest for Mother Earth. But the beginning of change is with human being. Yeah, this was in the age of 5 years, because in the age of 5 years I've seen how we humans are with animals, for example with cows or yeah, and
So
so on animals.
how we treat the animals around us,
See,
for
and
meat,
this
for
was.
milk. Yeah.
For example, and this was sort of feeling what where I've said, okay, for me it's very important to be a change here on planet Earth.
At the age of
Yeah,
five,
and so
you already knew.
yeah.
Yes. And what did your parents think of it when you had your strong, I need to make the change?
Yes, was very interesting. So my parents or grandparents or friends and so on. It was yeah, and sometimes difficult, because I said, okay, I see it, I think about it, and many people say, no, this is since 100 years or 1,000 years, it is a typical, and say, no, it's no typical, it's no good for human being, for animals, or for plants. We have to change it. For example, Michael Jackson in his songs, or many actors sing about it. And so the decision of myself was, okay, I don't have to tell or talk about it only, so I have to do this change. And so Nature Invest was born in 2020.
Nice. And what is it, your project? What do you do?
Mhm. Um, so my experience in Paraguay and Brazil is since 8 years. And I've started with a project who protects the forest. But this project was combined with a project who's yeah, with agriculture. But this agriculture, or this yeah, forest project, is not in my vision. My vision was mm, a, a big area of rainforest or forest to protect this big area. And of this first project here in South America, the people have said, no, we have our intention is the business, as the business case, the business and the
Yeah.
profit. And I said,
Basically,
oh,
you had the two options.
Mm,
Can we have land and we make it a business case? Yes, you can also
mm,
protect land, but we make it a business case. That's number one. And yes, you can
yeah.
also protect the land. And you were
Mm-hmm.
saying, no, I want to protect the land and I don't want to be involved with a business case. I just want to protect the rainforest.
Mm-hmm. See, yes, and this is a very good explanation of you. And the decision was okay. We have an vision, and we want to build this. That we say, okay, let's plant many different plants, for example, citrus or peaches or oregano, for example. This is better for the people, for the animals, for anything else. And let us combine with the protection of the rainforest, or the protection of the forest, with many big areas. And people like Ralf or Ivona, Trudy, and so on have the same vision as Benedikt. And so Nature Invest in 3 years has the development to a company with many people with the same vision. And yeah, what's very important is we do it with love, with heart, and yeah, with and balance with the profit, also balance with sagt man, economic, also ecological and economical.
So basically, ecological is the purpose and the
Mhm.
economics is to serve the ecology and not the other way around.
See, yes.
So now maybe I go to Ralph because you have been involved now for 3 years. What have you seen from an organizational point of view? What has happened there?
Well, the first thing that inspired me is that Benedikt has really a unique business model. Yeah? And he has the attitude that money is means, not the purpose. The purpose of Nature Invest is really to protect nature and wildlife. And he has this unique combination that you invest in 1 acre of agricultural land for biological product, for harvesting biological products. And at the same time, you protect 2 acres of rainforest. And this unique combination, I thought, is what we have to do. I think we are in this transformation that requires to take on an individual level responsibilities. And like in our previous discussion, our children show us. They are our best teachers. They show us where the world is going to. So that means we have to take responsibility for this planet.
Yeah.
And with Nature Invest, we do it. We do it on an individual basis. And
so basically, 1/3 of the land is used in an economic way, in a bioorganic economic way,
yes,
to support the protection of 2 hectares next to it.
Exactly.
It's a nice. Would we be able to bring that if we look at the Netherlands and Germany? In the Netherlands, we need to completely regenerate our fields. What would be there the ratio? Could we do the same, 1 to 2, or would that be a different ratio?
Well, I'm not an expert in the Netherlands.
If you look at Germany.
But I believe, I think the major lung of this planet is very strongly in Central and South America. And the challenge here is really that corporate organizations, global organizations that have the money, they are investing in buying forest, and by buying forest, they have the opportunity to cut down half of the forest. They buy 100,000 acres and they cut down 50,000 acres. And they have monoculture there. They have no biological products that they produce there, because their focus is results, financial results. And that is, I think, the major difference. And that's what I find so appealing with Nature Invest. that we really take our responsibility with our financial capabilities to invest into this business model, yeah, which I think is something we should do more of that. Yeah.
So if I'm an investor and I would think, oh, I want to do that too, how does it work?
How does it work? Well, you get in touch with Benedikt, and we work a lot, especially since the Corona times. We are working a lot by teleconference, yeah, and you get a good insight on what Nature Invest has to offer in different models, different products.
And if I can invest 5,000, am I already welcome, or should I bring 100,000? What is your minimum?
Oh, there is no open end. It's unlimited.
But is there a minimum? Is there a minimum?
I think the minimum, I think in general we have is half an acre, yeah, which is about 25,000 euros. Yeah.
25,000 euros.
Yeah.
But actually, if I'm 20, I might love what you're doing, but then I don't have 25,000. Because I need to live, and it's very expensive, and I am already sharing an apartment with somebody else because it's so difficult. So that then automatically means that the only people that can help you are the people who already have their money in the bank.
Yeah, the point is, I think at least I experienced it in my environment, a private environment, people at the age of mid-20s or in the 30s, they inherit already so much money that they really have sometimes opportunity to decide where to invest. Do I invest in a car? Do I invest into a world tour or whatever, or do I invest in nature? So, I mean, I would not say it's a typical focus group, the 20s, the people in the 20s, yeah. But we are actually really in a situation where the young people, they really inherit a lot. And I think that's a target group of people that inherit, or they have get their life pension, or they leave the company, and they have some funds. They invest in the Nature Invest product.
And Benedikt, if I would be an investor, so I invest in the project. I do that because I want the nature to do well, but it's an investment. So what would be the return? Is it the same like I put my bank in a saving account, or is it like putting my money on the stock market? What type of a return should I expect?
We can make an example of 100,000 euros or $100,000.
Yeah.
We have three different kinds of to invest by Nature Invest, and this is I hope this is very simple. The first is we make an agreement. So an agreement with our investor, for example, of 8% of the invest,
Yeah.
and this is for 10 or 20 years. So one question to Ralf and Felix. Pacht translation of Pacht in
Rent. It's like the rent.
It's like the rent, yeah.
Yeah. So basically you would pay 8%, you would get an interest of 8% of every year on what you gave. That's a good return, 8%.
Yes, and the return is per month. As you have it monthly, this is 8% or per year, but you earn it per month. And this is very important for much people with the ethical income. Also, what we create is the name of an ethical income. As you invest, become your protection, the rainforest, your protection animals, and you are protection of the you the protection of money too. If you see what's going on in the world, what's going on in Europe, what's going on in South America, and so on, This is very important. Save money, for example, with ground, also with, for example, agriculture, or with, for example, yeah, with products what we eat. And this is very important that these products what we eat are give us healthy, also give us power. And this is an circle. This is a circle of life what we do.
And it's giving financial stability back to people because they're
Mhm.
getting, if you put in 100,000, you get in 8% on a yearly basis.
Mhm.
You pay that per month. So in a way, it can be
Yeah.
part of their monthly income.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is right. And
Okay.
if we when it's very important this example number one complete. And for example, when you do this for 10 years, this is only an example. In 10 years, you have 80,000 back only from the from our agreement.
Yeah.
And if you say, okay, this was a good time, and I want to buy this, and I want to get out, this is possible. See, of course, and the value is circa, so approximately, so 150,000. And if you go, if you say, okay, we have 150,000 and 80,000, we have complete solution, oder mein Ergebnis. We
Return,
have
yeah.
return, thank you. We have a return of 2030 in 1,000 in 10 years, for example.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just like nature is abundant, you have created an abundant
Mhm.
system if it all works.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
then you might need the money because I think you are also working on you have done one project, but now you're looking at
Mhm.
a huge terrain, right?
Mhm.
Your project is becoming bigger. So the current project that you have, how many hectares is that of land that you are now protecting?
This is over 100 hectares to protect, as of protection forest,
Yeah.
rainforest. And our intention is one big project in the next year. This very bigger. The vision is 100,000 hectares of yeah, wood to protection of this rainforest. It's in
Okay.
Paraguay.
So that's a factor of 1,000. 100 hectares is already a lot, eh? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, 1 hectare is like a whole football field. So you have
yeah,
100 football fields, and that's becoming 1,000, 100
yeah.
foot. So 10,000 football fields.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is another kind of invest, another kind of solution. This is impossible with companies or with family offices or with people with many money and to want this change. So three, four, or five companies with this values, this will be possible in the next year.
And,
And
and what type of money are you looking for such a type of a project?
this kind of project actually is 60 million dollars. Yeah.
Six oh.
For, yeah. Also you have 100,000 hectares, also rainforest, yeah,
Yeah.
single. So yeah, approximately 16 ist richtig ausgedrückt, 60 million dollars, for example, yeah,
Yeah.
to do this.
So now I go to Ralf. Ralf, what would that
Mhm.
mean for the organization of Benedikt, right? Because he already achieved a lot in 3 years. But what would
Mhm.
happen if this huge project happens? What would then happen?
Well,
Mhm.
the huge project is really buying rainforest. Yeah? And I think a very minor share is agricultural land. Yeah, the core business of Nature Invest is really this combination. I buy agricultural land, and
Yeah.
twice of the acres I have protected rainforest. Yeah? I think, yeah, I think we have in Paraguay we have good partners, and the partners that have the mind, the experience, and the heart with us. You know, they support Benedikt on his mission here with Nature Invest that protect rainforest and build up, which is also new. Benedikt is a pioneer in Paraguay with the organic product, to build up an industry where you take the products and make biological products, medicinal herbs, use that and sell that on a global level, or global scale.
So Benedikt, what was for you 3 years ago or 5 years ago? What was your personal biggest threshold that you needed to step over? What was your biggest problem?
The biggest problem?
Yeah.
With honestly people, with people who only shows of their own profit.
Financial profit.
That was the biggest problem here in the world. Paraguay, Brazil, Europe too. This is one of the biggest problems. Yeah.
To not to find the investors, not to jump, but actually to find the right business partners that have the same values and that not left or right do try to make a financial gain, but really want to buy the 2 hectares and protect them.
Yeah, this was this is easy. This is easy when I'm myself is honestly is in the middle of the heart.
Authentic,
So yeah, I'm magnet. I'm a magnet of people who honestly too. But also in the year 2020 and 2021, there was people with us sometimes who has no buena energías, and with the energy who's not the same as well as Benedikt and Ralf, for example. But it's okay. But this was experience. Yeah, this was experiences. This is okay. And so in 2022 and 2023, we have very we have a team with honestly people, and we have investors who has no problem or no, sagt man, Schaden, no
damage.
What? Damage. No damage. This is very important. No damage of this experience of me. This experience was only an experience of me, personal, see, and no damage of investors, and no damage for clients. This is very important for me. So I have to wie sagt man immer, ich nehme es zu mir.
Protect the client.
I take it to me. I take it to me, and I have to show the balance for customers and for investors. I think this is very, very important. And most of the biggest things in the last 3 years. Also okay.
Yeah. So do you think now that you are better in recognizing who are those people that fit with you and who are the non-fitting people, and then take quicker action?
Yeah, now it's so, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to look after that very strongly.
So how many people have you got now in the organization?
50, also over 50 in Paraguay, and also 50 in Paraguay and in Europe. Yeah, good in Europe. So we Zoom conferences or online with ich glaube so ungefähr 5 or 5, all right, 5. And in Paraguay is over 15. Also farmers and lawyers,
so Benedikt, if I'm 25 and I'm struggling that I don't find a job that I like and it doesn't fit, and also when I was 5 I had this dream things should be different, Can I come to your farm and learn how you do this and then take it as an idea and do it somewhere else?
Yeah, this is possible. This is possible. So, for example, Ralf, also Ralf Schnabel in Tirol is this is also of me is a specialist of potential to
empowerment of people.
to see the potential of of human being. And this is what Ralf can explain better than me.
So Ralf, would I come to you? I'm 25. Would I come to you and then you help me to discover that, or how would that work?
Yeah, I think you find your vocation, or you have found your vocation when you would do that even for free, for no money, because you love what you do. Yeah, and that's the core of my vocation, helping people to find their full potential. Yeah, find their purpose in life. Yeah? For me, what I always say to Benedikt now is, after that experience, the first 1-2 years, that we need to find staff, people that are becoming nature ambassadors. We don't have a sales staff in our team, in customer service or in sales, but we have ambassadors for nature, because it shows a different attitude. And that's what I like to always say. In the old world I lived as a marketing director, I tried to polish companies, polish great videos, advertising, and so on. And now I like to bring companies to glow from inside. Yeah, and that's a difference. And we need the people that glow for this, for nature, to protect nature. And those are the right ones that should come to us.
So you mentioned also, Ralf, just now something else, which is if you are willing to work for free because you really like what you're doing, that's when you know you found your vocation.
Exactly.
Now, that's one of the things that I encountered a lot. I'm an investor in tech startups with the Catalyst Impact Investment Club. But before that, I was I'm already 20 years a strategy advisor and an organizational advisor for companies with tipping points. And one of the problems that I saw very often with owners of smaller companies, if they really do what they love to do, they very often find it very difficult to ask money for it. So it's very strange. We have no problem asking money when we do stuff that we actually don't like that much. And then we think, they make more money than me, I want to make the same. But when you really do where you're adding the value, it's almost like it's not done to ask money for it. It's like taking the energy from the heart and replacing it with money.
Yeah.
So 2 questions. On the one hand, Benedikt, do you also suffer from this problem? That you're helping everybody and the nature, but not taking care of yourself? And Ralf, what do you normally advise people when they have this vocation, how to deal with that? So first to Benedikt. You're taking care of nature, you're taking care of your investors. How are you yourself?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, please start.
Well, you are escaping, Benedikt. I'll come back.
That's okay.
Yeah, but sometimes it's different when I answer that, because it comes to authenticity or authentic for people. Yeah. And I like that from a German perspective. When you have family-owned business, the boss, he drives a 10 or 15-year-old Mercedes, He doesn't have every 2 years a new one or whatever, bigger one and so on, because he invests in the company. And that's like Benedikt. That's my experience with him. He is everything that he earns, he invests in his vision. And you see on the back screen of him, you see the agricultural land, but you see already his next phase, which is building plants to really produce those bioproducts, to value add that, and have the whole chain and have all the people that participate very fairly earn money with it. Yeah, fair earnings, not exploiting. Yeah, and that's, I think, very important.
Benedikt, how do you look at that?
All is said. Yeah, thank you, Ralf. I think free from the age of you, if you 20 years or 30 years or 60 years or 80 years, every human is welcome by Nature and West, who want to protection the nature, protection animals. And what I think we need is more people who want really with us then the vision to combine, okay, there's wood, animals, farmers, indigenous, also indigenous,
Native people,
native
the
aggressive,
native people,
thank you,
yes.
native people who believe on this vision and this dream, and they see and they feel, wow, there are people are the same with my ideas, with my vision. Let's go. Let's get this dreams come true. This is very important. And or if it's ambassadors or leaders um, or in the protection of animals, um, also many different kinds of jobs are possible.
Yeah,
Corporations.
So if I listen to your answer, I hear basically somebody that can live from the purpose. You don't need a lot. You are driven by the purpose, and your main goal is to find people that have the same intention as you and that are willing to put their time and their efforts in, that they can invest and collectively grow your dream of protecting nature, but also building up biological farms. And in a way, becoming a showcase how we can do it differently. And the fact that you're not even talking about it probably means, so then you must have a good group of people around you. So you have Ralf. How many more people do you have that for you are your close group? The people that make sure that you stay regenerated.
Actually, so 5, 6, 7, 8 people were in a circle of professional cooperation. For example, Benedikt, Ivona, Ralf, Trudy is an investor too since 3 years. For example, Wolfgang, Davy, Sonia, and so on. And these are people who also of me is are leaders, as a leader in their own life and leaders in the company. This is very important that we all are leaders of our life, so we can do a job, for example, by Nature and West as like a leader. This is very important. And so this 5 or 8 people are very important of Nature and West, and they are not the typical von den Angestellten, typical
employees.
Employees. These are very free people, as people with a free mindset, and who feels, okay, this is my place, now this is my intention, let's go in the team.
Yeah, so basically
together.
If I combine it, you're saying you need to have personal leadership. When you have personal leadership and that's aligned with the purpose of the company, you can both give, but also make sure that you stay healthy as a person. And then if you do that with a group of people, you can move, because I think in 3 years you've moved really quickly, right? I mean, the project is already running. You have the ground and you are protecting and you have started the biological farming. So and then you're looking at this bigger project. So you're going really fast. Now, we're coming to the end of this Club of Amsterdam show. So is there something that you think is worthwhile if, let's say, people that have listened to this say, I want to contribute. I want to come over for half a year and support. I want to invest. I want to be an advisor or help with this. This is a great idea. I can help with communicating this idea. Where should they go?
To me, on an international level.
Okay, that's clear.
No, the point is, what I want to say is I'm supporting Benedikt with my background on the international scale, you know, find these ambassadors that talk about this unique business opportunity which protects nature. Yeah? And of course you come always to Benedikt, to Nature Invest. You learn him, you will do the discussions, the final details, the contract, and so on with Benedikt. But that's what we, it's always a struggle with the growing so fast. What we have accomplished in 3 years with Nature Invest, now we go to the next step. So we need, I think, leaders, like Benedikt said, we need leaders in different countries. We already start on the East European side with one of the leaders that wants to promote this. And he's on his own an investor already. So he invested and now he wants to talk to other people. And that's what we need. And that's what is so great that we met the Club of Amsterdam, that like-minded people that say, okay, I make a conscious decision on where to invest. And I want a sustainable solution, where I protect the nature and where I protect my family values, the financials, the finances I have for my family over the time, and maybe I can, that my children can inherit, not whatever a crypto or gold or a silver, they inherit land and biological, ethical income.
Okay, that's I think that's actually a really good end statement. So, Benedikt, in 20 years' time, you look back, what do you see behind you? What has been achieved?
I see that the area of Gran Chaco and Amazonas has this is a big area which is under protection of people like us, and we have many products of organical and biological quality. In this combine, it was realized in many other countries, like the Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland, Japan, and so on, do the same, or do it in this way, this kind of way.
Yeah, super. And then what do you think if you go, what is it, 35, 40 years back? The 5-year-old boy is looking at the Benedikt of 20 years from now. What would he say?
Follow your path.
I think in 10 years.
He's already happy. Super. Well, thank you both for joining the Club of Amsterdam show. And I think you have a great project. And thank you for saving the lungs of the earth on behalf of all of us.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, Annegien.
Thank you, Annegien. Thank you, Felix. And thank you, Club of Amsterdam. Gracias.